But first, financial advisor Codie Thomas is ready to share the perfect portions of his pick. He says that their commitment to delicious food and family-oriented service is what made this spot his favorite go-to. It's located in Palm City and it's called Ristorante Claretta.
Ciao, my name is Cristina Ingegnoli Maresca and that's my restaurant, Ristorante Claretta in Palm City.
Hi, my name is Francesco Ingegnoli. I'm a co-owner of Ristorante Claretta with my sister. Ristorante Claretta is 27 years in business. We come directly from Italy and the idea to open a really Italian restaurant.
The name starts with my mama Claretta, which is her real name is Clara, but because she's petite we call little Clara, so Claretta.
Ristorante Claretta is very unique, it's very different than the other restaurant because we research the product we're going to use in our restaurant. Most of the product we have in the restaurant that are imported directly from Italy. We want you to test the product, the simple dish.
I'm at the front of the house. All the people that come inside they see me, so they really enjoy to see me and I enjoy to see them. For me, Ristorante Claretta is, and I will use an Italian word, unico. Means is just one of the kind.
For me, I would say is a two word, and I say if you must. If you must, you need to stop by and try Ristorante Claretta.
So what a total surprise this place is, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us why that is?
Yeah, I mean, it's really unassuming location. It's in a public shopping center, kind of on the end corner, and yeah, like you said, or like someone said,
if you sneezed, you miss it.
You miss it, exactly,
no doubt,
exactly.
No doubt.
But if you miss it, you're really missing a special restaurant. It's a family-owned restaurant with Christina and her brother as the chef, and it's just they go back to Italy for 3 months, I think, every summer.
Oh wow!
And
So they close up.
Exactly.
For
Exactly.
That's so smart.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And they probably go and get all kinds of like exciting ideas and flavors and come back with it all, right?
Yeah, different Italian inspiration, I guess, and yeah, bring it back for us to enjoy.
So Pat, first thoughts?
It was spectacular. We go to Italy every year, and they had one dish that I only had once, and all my life I've been chasing this dish, and it was just perfect.
I have to hear what that dish is.
It's ravioli with roasted butternut squash and amaretti cookies.
I make that actually.
Oh, do you?
I do. Yeah, it's one of my favorite Italian dishes.
Oh, it
ever.
is great. It's so great.
Lexine, what did you think when you went in?
I
know you couldn't find, you didn't even know it existed, right?
I
at first.
did not.
So tell us about that.
It's funny because I have a girlfriend that lives literally across the street, and we do that walk over the Roosevelt Bridge like every Saturday. So we pass by that Publix every Saturday.
And you've never looked over?
I've never looked over. But for me, what I loved was I had a pasta dish. It was a special that they were doing, and it was pink pasta. It was made from purple potatoes, and it was pink,
so
and it was just refreshing.
Codie, let's hear what you had this last time you went.
Sure, we started out with the risotto with truffles, and it was the first time I've ever had white truffles, and we just had the tasting portion of it.
Welcome to a real truffle.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was like a dish that I've never experienced before.
Did they shave it at the table?
They didn't. It came already shaved,
Okay.
but it was fantastic.
Oh,
and we
that's
just had a
great.
tasting portion of that one,
Okay.
which was the perfect amount. My girlfriend and I shared it. I think more would have been too much, but it was just the perfect amount.
It's all rice, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then you had a filet with peppercorn sauce,
Oh
I
my
believe?
gosh, yeah. It was one of the best cuts of meat that I've ever had. And I wouldn't think going to an Italian restaurant, it was the best filet I've ever had, but it was fantastic.
Wow. And then it came with a pasta, I believe, with more truffles.
Yes, and speck, yes. I have no complaints about that restaurant whatsoever. The family-oriented kind of nature, with all the pictures on the wall of their family and growing up. Yeah, it's just unexpectedly wonderful.
That's lovely. Pat, tell me about the veal scallopini.
Oh,
One
delicious.
of my favorite dishes.
Really a nice portion, maybe 6 small slices, but we also had the half portion of pastas. So we had 2 half portion of pastas, then the veal, then the dessert. And so it was out of this world. It's almost
Tell me about your dessert.
panna cotta. It's my favorite. And a creamier panna cotta than I've had with a raspberry reduction on it. Oh, that was special.
So panna cotta is a custard, but made without eggs, right? Using
Right.
gelatin to hold
Gelatin
it together.
and a heavy cream. But again, the cream tasted different than I've had it in other places. And could they bring Italian cream? I'm not sure, but that's what it
They
tasted
did.
like. Yeah.
Maxine, you had a vanilla sorbet or gelato,
It's
me,
the
with chocolate
vanilla
cake.
gelato with chocolate cake.
How was
yes,
that?
it was amazing. That gelato was rich, and it was really, really good. The cake was very moist. I loved that.
How was service for you?
Spectacular, because the owner takes your order and then she guides you through what it is, what experience do you want to have tonight. And then our waiter made suggestions. And next thing you know, I would have had everything that was on the menu because everything sounded so good.
And what do you think about the prices of wine and food and value?
So their price range is a little bit up there, but considering that they close for 3 months and they import most of their ingredients, I can understand why that happens.
Okay, well, Codie, Ristorante Claretta was your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
Yeah, it's a treat. You're going to pay a little more than you would at a typical place, but you're going to get so much more value for those dollars.
Pat?
I thought it was a great value because it's so much less expensive than going all the way to Italy. And it's the same quality, the same magnificent evening.
Maxine?
I love the food quality. I love the flavors and the profile there. Everything is distinct.
For delicious Italian cuisine, you can visit Ristorante Claretta, located at 1315 Southwest Martin Highway in Palm City. They are open for dinner Tuesday to Sunday. Reservations are accepted, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $65.